Tucked inside Berchtesgaden National Park, Königssee is famous for its emerald water and the massive Watzmann East Wall towering right over it. Because the lake is shaped exactly like a fjord, with sheer cliffs dropping straight into the water, there is absolutely no shoreside road access. You cannot drive around it. That means every single person who wants to see the lake has to travel across the water on one of the official electric boats. The operator, Bayerische Seenschifffahrt, has actually run a fleet of completely silent, battery-powered boats here since 1909 to protect the local ecosystem. But this single mandatory method of transit creates a massive logistical bottleneck. If you guess wrong on your arrival time or buy the wrong ticket, your quiet nature retreat quickly turns into hours of standing in queues. Getting the most out of your trip requires a deliberate, early morning operational strategy, not a spontaneous afternoon arrival. If you're coming from Munich, there are two primary ways to reach the Schönau am Königssee dock terminal. This comparison matrix shows how they stack up. First, driving takes 2 hours, with parking around €10. The trade-off is you cannot park right at the lake. Factor in a mandatory 10-minute walk to the docks. Your second option is the train and bus 841. This is highly cost-effective with a Deutschland ticket, but you are bound to a rigid timetable. If you miss the final, usually crowded bus back, you risk getting stranded. Regardless of how you get there, the critical factor is when you arrive. By 11 a.m., the entire system hits a bottleneck. Arrive after 10:30 in peak summer, and you will immediately hit 1 to 2 hour ticket queues as the tour buses dump crowds. The midday sun also creates harsh, flat lighting that completely washes out the famous water reflections you probably came to photograph. Arriving early also gives you a chance to secure a seat on the right side of the boat, which offers the best views of the approaching landscape. Controlling your schedule and pulling into the parking lot before 8:30 a.m. is the ultimate defense against the crowds. This map shows your two main options of the ticket booth. You have to choose between a short trip or a full-day experience. The short trip takes you midway down the lake to St. Bartholomä. This takes 1 to 2 hours total. You get to see the iconic red-domed church, take a short walk, and hear the famous trumpet echo bouncing off the cliff face from the boat. It saves you time, but you entirely bypass the deepest, most untouched parts of the national park. The full experience ticket runs about €30 and takes you to the final stop, Salet. This requires a half to full day commitment. Getting off here allows you to take a 20-minute hike to the crystal-clear Obersee and further out to Germany's highest waterfall. This ticket operates on a flexible hop-on, hop-off system. You can easily get off at St. Bartholomä on your way back. There is, however, a strict seasonal constraint that overrides any plans you might have. From late October to late April, the boats do not go to Salet at all. During the winter season, St. Bartholomä is the absolute furthest you can travel. Your choice at the ticket counter comes down to your physical stamina and the calendar month. This quadrant chart shows exactly which ticket strategy aligns with your specific constraints. We plot time and effort on the bottom and priority for nature on the side. If you only have a few hours and just want that classic Bavarian photo, you are the time-poor day tripper. Do not attempt the Salet route. Stick to the St. Bartholomä ticket, enjoy the boat ride, and take a quick walk around the church. If you value pristine aesthetics over sleep, you fall into the top right as the photography optimizer. You should drive, park before 8:30 a.m., buy the Salet ticket, and use a polarizing filter to capture the morning mirror reflections at Obersee before the wind picks up. If you are visiting in December or January, you are the winter traveler. The deep lake is closed, but you get a quieter atmosphere and a high chance of spotting red deer near the church. Honestly, aligning your travel style with the right ticket prevents you from running out of time or feeling completely exhausted. Königssee is an incredible alpine environment, but it actively punishes poor logistical planning. Treat your morning arrival time as the single most valuable currency of the day. If you are here in the summer and have average mobility, the Salet ticket to Obersee provides a vastly superior experience to stopping early. You cannot simply arrive at noon expecting to step onto a boat. You will pay a heavy tax in waiting time and crowds. Setting your alarm and beating the morning bottleneck is the exact necessary price to experience the true silence of the alpine wilderness.